let's talk about it again, because this whole situation makes zero sense. So you mean to tell me a whole ass plane, and yes, I'm putting that big quotation marks, crashed less than 10 feet from this sign and is staying pretty as ever, but 75 feet away, a car is obliterated, as if it was in a war zone? Make it make sense. And just like that, in less than a week, it's business as usual. New fence put up, except for a portion of lane that shifts for a beef period. A few marks here and there that let you know something went down, but if you didn't know any better, you'd think it was just some sidewalk repairs. Oh, and let's not forget, aviation is just having a whole oops era right now. Another near miss today. Almost 2 planes collided over Colorado. And all these unexpected crashes. Starting to feel like a pattern yet? I've been digging, I've been watching, and I've been talking to people. What really happened here? Because what they're selling, I'm not buying. Let's break this down.
Okay, here's something a lot of people don't think about. So Cotman, even though that's on the boulevard, it intersects to a big portion of Interstate 95. It's also up near the portion of Interstate 95 where there is a bunch of bullshit and hoopla going on that also connects you to, Biden's and Delaware and all that fun jazz. And if you don't remember about that, well, just go do some research. But yeah, so now 95 North, what's normally congested this time of day during school, well, it's backed all the way up into Center City, and guess what? It's been that way all day today. So not only did this carnage just fuck shit up down by Roosevelt Mall, it has the entire perimeter on a major highway fucked up. Just some food for thought. Because, it is a highway they use for a lot of different
Turn right to stay on B Street.
Man, I've always had a fear of flying, honestly. Because when you really think about it, I'm type A and I love having control of everything, but I can't. So I'm really putting my trust in other people who are highly qualified. And most of the time, these pilots and flight attendants want to be home just as much as you do. And that goes into a conversation of what the corporations are doing and if they're actually ensuring that our safety and well-being is being prioritized. And a lot of them are cost cutting. But that's another conversation. Ultimately, it's just about what do you want to prioritize? Is it more so the fear of actually flying and possibly dying and the risk that comes with it? Or is the thing on the other side, whether it's getting to see your family, whether it's going to see that place that you've always wanted, connecting with that community or culture you wanted, which was more important to you? Are we willing to die while living? I want us to keep the faith that everything's going to be okay, and it's not going to be our time to go on until it's our time. So let's make every day count.
Okay, let's talk about it. Promised myself I wouldn't get online to update about nothing. Promised myself I wasn't even looking at DMs until laundry was in the washing machine. We're there. We're finally there. So let's get to it. So yesterday I put a reel up on my These Are the Times page, all right? And the reel was also, I had already ran it in my stories as just pictures. So then I put it together, made a reel. It went fucking kaboom. Well, immediately I had people start messaging me saying, Erica, have you seen the aerial footage or it's drone footage of where they're showing a house that's in that area, but there's no crater in the background? And I was like, what?
Are y'all working in tandem or something? That's the house they pulled the motor from, right? This is an overhead from a drone. You know what I called at the beginning of this video? I swear to God, I should be a private detective because I am too good at this. You know what I don't see? I downloaded it, went frame by frame. What don't you see over here? What's missing? What's missing? What's missing? What shouldn't be there? What's not there? I don't know, this giant gaping hole in the ground right next to the sign. It's the same sign, same area, but they're faking footage for attention. That's disgusting behavior. I'm too good at this. You can't trick me. I've been married. I know what it's like being lied to.
And immediately my first thought was, well, there's multiple entrances to that mall, okay? This is a fact. There are multiple fucking entrances to the Roosevelt Mall, okay? But from observation of said video, it does appear to be the angle of the same entrance that's supposed to have the crater. Now, do I have time to drive over there? Fuck no. Another one of my independent journalist friends, he said exactly what I was thinking, but I'm gonna give you a fact on why that's not going to work. He was like, you gotta get a drone and get your ass over there. I'm like, yeah, but here's the problem. In Philly, there are huge restrictions on drones. How do I know this? Because a good friend of mine who blogs and vlogs brought his drone to Philly on his trip. And guess what he found out? The bitch wouldn't take off most places. It was like, with the thing on the screen because, well, there are flight restrictions around here. So technically, the footage that this person sent me, that there's no crater, and I've still got to figure out if that's that entrance or another one. Well, if it's drone footage, it belongs to the military or the fucking news, which is owned by the government. All right, so that's where we're at right now. That's where I'm at, and I'm really trying to stay on task and not drive over there, but I'm gonna tell you right now, when I put this stuff in the dryer, I just might go over there. Okay, so I took about an hour of my time to go through these videos side by side. I used the Fox 29 video, aerial footage from the morning after the incident, and then the gentleman's video who's, 3 stories back. I had them going at the same time, watching them frame by frame, pulled them. Here's the problem. That mall has 4 entrances, and the video that gentleman pulled up, it's not the same position. It's not the same entrance, okay? If you notice in the Fox 29 video where the crater sits on the road, it says do not enter. The video he's showing that he thinks that it's the same place but the crater's now gone, it just has pedestrian lines. Alright, y'all, hold the fucking phone. Got to talk to one of my compadres here, alright? And we're talking about Cotman and shit and extraterrestrials, and somehow we get back around to Roosevelt, and I'm like, ain't that weird? Because wasn't Roosevelt one? I was like, was he the one that kept low-key dropping shit about extraterrestrials? I was like, and then, wait, if he was, isn't that weird that the Roosevelt Mall got hit? I was like, which, ties you to all that Biden bullshit, I-95 right here, Cotman exit. He goes, ooh, yeah, and think about it, hit twice. And I was like, that's right, because it was blew up. I was like, but why was I-95 blown up before? Oh, yeah, because a whole big-ass truck exploded, took out I-95, pretty much the same fucking section. And now we're going to take out Cotman, which still takes out I-95 because it keeps traffic gridlocked 24/7. Just food for thought.
So, I'm on Cottman Avenue right now. As you notice, that's the McDonald's. That's the gas station I was standing near. There's the AutoZone. So that means that way is where the crash is, or was. It's reopened. It's February 12th. Yeah, so in just a second I'm gonna drive that way. So let's go be nosy. Let's go be nosy. So, so you can see where I am. I'm actually behind Four Seasons Diner, the same diner that a gentleman's head was almost taken off when something came flying through the window on January 31st. So yeah, so when I come out of here, we're just gonna go straight down there following that bus and go straight through the light, because that section's open now, even though that's where something crashed. Something crashed. Alright. Okay. Alright, I do know there's a sign up here, so let me just leave way up here. No matter how reckless I drive, this is Philly, everybody drives like that. Well, at least 70% of people do. Okay, alright guys and gals. Oh, look alive, look alive. I asked to be put in this area today. I was like, man, let me have to be over there. I don't want to have to go out of my way, even though it is not even 1.7 miles from my house. I didn't have a reason to come this direction until I had a reason. Okay, all right, y'all. So here we go. Here we go. All the signs out now. It did have a message there. All right, right lane closed ahead. Okay. All right, here we go, people. Here we go. We're getting ready to go buy it, yo. So first off, here's some homes. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So the sidewalk is closed. Okay, back up. Remember the guy who schooled us on jet air rescue from my last video? Well, if you don't know who I'm talking about, go watch my last video. But anyways, the guy from my last video, well, he gave us some facts. I used his video because, well, I just hadn't had time to make my own. But check this out. Did you hear what I heard?